that, but they really, Mrs. B, who was Rose Blumpkin, who owned Nebraska Furniture Mart, she purchased I believe it was the Astro Theater at the time, and then turned it into the Rose Theater. But if you have little kids and things like that, they'll enjoy plays and things like that there. You just got to check their schedule. And then as we head west here on Farnam, we're going to come up to Midtown Crossing. And Midtown Crossing's right next door to the current Mutual of Omaha headquarters. So Midtown Crossing has a whole bunch of cool looking condos in it and things like that, and they really developed this area. Modern Love. I want to do a video on that place. This is supposed to be some kind of like healthy place to eat. Obviously, I don't eat there. I've never ate there. But there's a lot of development down here, and they really, I mean, if you haven't been to Omaha in several years, I mean, living here my whole life, it's remarkable to see how this has changed. On 33rd Street, though, about 33rd and down 33rd Street, there's a place called California Taco. There's some good tacos there. That big black building up ahead, that's Warren Buffett's office building, or his office is located in that building there. And then that cool looking hotel, that's the Cottonwood Hotel, but supposedly that's where the Reuben sandwich was created or invented. I know there's different theories on the Reuben sandwich, but that right there is the Storrs Mansion. Omaha in its early days was a beer town. But this is the Blackstone District, and they really have developed this area as well. So a lot of cool places to eat and all that sort of thing. Nightclubs, all that stuff. This Coneflower Creamery, that's an ice cream place, and that's some good ice cream. I can verify that. All right, then we're coming up on Nebraska Medicine. And it's just amazing to see the growth of Nebraska Medicine as opposed to, over the past 30 years. And we're going to head down Farnam Street. And Farnam Street is a really crazy street because it's one way in the morning, and then it's one way going home, and then it's both ways during the day. So it can be really confusing. And then on Farnam Street, that's where old Warren Buffett lives. So we'll drive by his place as well. But this is Nebraska Medicine right here. We're going to head up Farnam Street. and then you can see directly ahead where it says do not enter Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. So Farnam is a one-way street there, coming this way. So, if you're new to Omaha, it's kind of confusing. It's like, what in the world's going on? And Nebraska Medicine just keeps on expanding. I mean, it's amazing. You're going to have to leave some feedback whether you like me narrating it or not narrating it. If you just want music playing and that sort of thing. So, I had a request from one of my subscribers that said, hey, we want you to drive through neighborhoods and things like that. So, if you have any ideas for videos and that sort of thing, hey, be sure to leave those in the comments. But these are some really neat old buildings, old homes in this area here. We're not too far away from Warren's. We'll drive around this block. And right up here at the corner, right here, as we turn, that is Warren Buffett's home. So there's all sorts of security and all that sort of thing. Rightfully so. We'll drive around his block. There's all the cameras saying. But really neat. I believe we bought that home in 1958 for $36,000 or something like that, and he's lived there ever since. We're turning on Harney Street. ahead is Dodge Street. We'll drive around Warren's place again. There's this place. We'll go around again. We'll go back down to Happy Hollow, and then we'll drive up through Dundee and show you some of the homes in that area. And then we'll drive over to Exarban, because Exarban's a nice area as well. And right up ahead is UNO, this University of Nebraska at Omaha. And off to the left, straight ahead, is Memorial Park. And then we're going to go across Dodge Street. And Dodge Street separates north from south. And that's that ORBT, the Omaha Rapid Bus Transit System. So that's something they just new rolled out a couple years back. So I just think there's a lot of neat homes in Happy Hollow in this area. And we're going to go up, we're going to head east and go through Dundee. And believe it or not, Dundee was actually bombed in World War II by the Japanese. They had one bomb that they attached to balloons that got caught up in the Gulf Stream or whatever that is, air currents, and then it landed in Dundee somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where, but it's kind of neat historically. As we come up through Dundee. Another neat little neighborhood in here. And I believe where this Dundee bank was, that was Warren Buffett's father or grandfather's original grocery store. We're going to go across to 50th Street. This was Underwood Avenue. And we're going to head south. Again, just give you some idea of the homes in this area. And this is the Dundee Theater. They redid that. Hopefully this is making some sense. Again, this is Farnam Street again. If we were to take a right, we would be heading back to Warren Buffett's house. But we're going to go straight, and I'm going to show you the best Chinese restaurant in town. So, 3 Happiness. So, if you haven't watched my my favorite places to eat, I'm going to have that video coming up here shortly. So, that'll be on, if you're in Omaha and you want great Chinese food, right now they're only doing takeout, but I don't know if they've switched to in-person dining yet or not, but they just do a boatload of business. And like I said, it's really good. It's a long wait. I mean, if you call for carryout. And it's worth driving across town. I drive across town for when my wife wants Chinese food, then I have to go. I'm the Uber, I don't know what they call those, Uber drivers for fast food or whatnot. But anyway, this is Leavenworth Street. And it doesn't look very impressive. If you see it from the outside, it does not look very impressive. But trust me, this Chinese food is great in here. It's right off to the